What is up, guys? Welcome back. Good morning. You have received your pets. You've received everything you need, including my love. Get out of here, you goof. Here's what happens when I turn the camera off. For you guys that don't get to see that, because the camera's not on. I did a video this morning. I was on a tear, but really it's kind of one of my I call them motivational videos. But some people, can't help everybody. So I chose to just do a bit of an update on Pyshka Ginger. I want to thank the person who. Why are you standing like that? I don't know either. Don't stand like that. He's been fine. I've been petting him all morning. What's that, Baba? I mean, outside of your normal Eeyore, you've been fine. I've been petting him all morning. He's actually came to me a couple times to get pets. So, big old Pyshka update. She's doing fine. Somebody commented about their Chihuahua yesterday, and I was like, oh man, I wish she weighed as much as a Chihuahua right now, because I carried her in and out of the house probably 5 times last night, and she's about 60 pounds, but it's an unruly 60 pounds. She's very stubborn, set in her ways, old husky. If you have huskies, they're not like other dogs. If you husky people get in the comments, go to Instagram, go to anywhere and do husky videos. Just search husky videos. They just built different. They're not the same. And she's not in any pain. She's on pain meds, anti-inflammatory, and we got her brace ordered. Oh, one thing, it keeps slipping my mind. PK, thank you for the fence. That will finish off the FYP. I just got to get time to get it done. So thank you very, very much. Thank you to the person who... Pyshka's brace is covered. Just know that. And we ordered it last night. And you know who you are. I gotta stop saying I'm back to saying so much. Sorry, guys. That's me, my personal editing. I'll leave it in for you guys so you can see how I self-talk when I shoot video. The love this guy emits. If you are one of those people that you feel your environment around you, if you feel that presence, this guy... Now, this time I've just come and I've crouched down beside him. So, I was already here. But there are times that I'm over there doing something, petting another goat, and I just feel him right there. Your mama had that too, buddy. She did. Oh, I didn't want to pet your face anyway. I'll just pet the rest of your bits. Fine. Such a weenie. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a spot. Oh, we like this one. You don't get enough limelight, You should be more like Marlon, but you're not, and I wouldn't want you to be. Anyway, Husky. She's doing fine, other than she's a stubborn old lady who doesn't want my help, doesn't need my help, and didn't ask for my help. So she's a bit unruly when I try to carry her outside. She is, however, adjusting to not walking on that back leg. She's keeping herself going. She's doing some little laps around the yard when she goes out. So she's kind of focusing on not stepping on her leg. Because it is her back leg, she is struggling with going to the bathroom. Because she kind of forgets her natural instinct is to just drop down and use the restroom, or hunch and use the restroom, and then that leg, you know, kind of gets in the way. But we'll get that brace, we'll get her braced up, we'll get her stabilized, and we'll let the healing start. But as far as mentally, she's good, we're good. Like, this was my whole video that I shot was about balance and mental, and I don't want to do it all again, but we're good. You guys, your emotional support and love is amazing, and it is very extremely helpful. And if you guys would, and if you can, well, one, like this video and share us, and two, jump in those comments. When you shoot a video like I shot yesterday, we get a lot of reaction from people who have gone through, are going through, or have lost their pet due to something like this, or old age, or whatever. And me, I'm telling all of you, and on this end, when I'm reading the comments or I get the emails, I get, 20 or 30 like just heart-wrenching stories about people's animals, and I love them. I love them all, and I appreciate you telling the story. It's hard. So if you guys want to jump in the comments and like from yesterday's video and just like support those people, show them some love. Just heart there. There's a little heart thing right beside people's comments. You can just heart that or hit that thumbs up for them. You, ma'am, what are you doing, first of all? Keep it weird. That's the #1 rule on this farm. Well, hello. If you were wondering 2 minutes ago if he was fine, he's fine. He just does weird stuff. He's just mopey. He's just mopey. But he needs some love today, so I'm giving it to him. This one, guys, she has to hold out at least 7 more days. I think she's about 12 days out, and even if you're off, I say 7 more days, because if you say 145 to 155, which is standard gestation, for small goats they say 140 to 150. So if she held out for 7 more days, that would put her at 140, and I'm not okay with that. I prefer she goes to 145. But you know what I'm trying to say. She can't have goats today. They would probably not be formed. Their lungs wouldn't be completely, everything's wrapping up. They're bulking up. They're putting on weight. They're finishing growing. Can't do it. They would probably all die, was what I'm trying to say. So, hold them hostage. 12 days. But look, I loved your mama like you would not believe. And guys, I want to, I never talked about it. It wasn't front of mind, but as you reflect back and you think about it, her mom, I never got her milk tested last year. I was going to milk test her last year, and then we just got insane because of all you lovely people, and I never got it done. And then I was like, well, I'll just do it this year. I was ready to go to get Licorice milk tested this year, 100% committed to that. And then we lost her. So her mom would have been she would have easily passed her milk test. I have no doubt about that in my mind. And that would have made her a 7-star milker. And that would have made Gummy, well, I don't know if she passed her milk test. I assume she'll be in that range where she comes from a line of 7 generations of milk stars. Which I've talked about the process before, but you can just look it up. How does your goat get a milk star? But Licorice would have been a 7-star milker, and then that would have made Gummy an 8-star milker. But I'm pretty sure I'm trying to lie to myself. She's going to have to start back at 1 I got a friend I'm going to reach out to who knows all about these things, and I'm going to chat her up, but I'm pretty sure that we basically have to start over now, so we've lost that line. Look at that udder. Oh, he's getting bumpy. So he's stretching it out, baby. Okay, stretch it out. So Pyshka is doing well. That's the Gummy update, and I'm going to keep very close tabs on her, so you guys are going to see a lot of the little princess here. You sweet little angel. Remember when I used to bottle feed you? Yes, and I hated every minute of it and loved every minute of it. However, Gingy, on the other hand, well, why did I lead into it like that? Gingy's fine. Gingy's right there. Her poop cleared up yesterday, and so I went ahead and I left her in quarantine for the rest of the day. I was started to say that, and then I squirreled, and I've really focused on getting away from squirreling moments, talking more continuously about what I'm doing, and focusing and getting you guys the real details without all the crazy squirrel. I know a lot of people like the squirreling, and that's life, but I'm trying to not do that. But Gingy, I was starting to say yesterday, unfortunately, and then I wandered off to Marlin or something, probably Marlin. We all know it's probably Marlin. And unfortunately for her, I wanted to just go ahead and leave her in quarantine the rest of the night. And so I did that, checked on her this morning. I've cleaned up all the poop. I've been cleaning through the poop as she's been in that stall and cleaning it up and getting rid of it and putting lime down, so I know any poop in there I knew was from last night. And probably midday yesterday, it was before it was like 2 or 3 in the afternoon when I left over here, she had converted back to normal poo pellets. So I still left her in there, so she spent the night in there, and I checked this morning all around, and all the poo in there is just all pellets, so she's good. Toltras for the win. I guarantee you won't be sorry. Just search for Toltras on the internet. I put a description in the video yesterday. It just... Do you like dead goats? I personally do not. And I don't like to see them poop themselves to death. It's a very quick, short, I'm sure painful process as they dehydrate and starve until they die. So coccidia is a nasty little bug, and it basically just makes them poop themselves to death. Well, they just poop until there's no food in their system, and then they lose their energy, and then they're dehydrated, and they don't want to eat, and they won't eat, and then they die. Most likely of dehydration, because they're going to die of dehydration in a few days before they die of starvation. Me too, bro. Yours is different. Cud cougher. He's always been a little hacker. I do worry about him, his overall health. But everything points to he's fine. It's hard to read because he's so mopey. Marlin, on the other hand, is a stallion nowadays, aren't you, Bubba? You're high in the back, bro. You're way too high in the back. I wouldn't have bred you anyway. Hunchy man. Might just be the way he's standing. I don't know anything about show goats or goats. I know goats love like no other animal I've ever met in my life. And that's all that matters. And they're beautiful. And they have good spirit about them. Just good. I've never had people always like, oh, my goat was so mean. Well, maybe you were mean to your goat. Maybe you didn't spend enough time with your goat. I don't know. Goats are kind of like cat dogs. I don't know how you can go wrong with the love. Oh. I hate when they get into this just uncomfortable phase of just rubbing on everything, laying down, standing up, stretching out. You're in the last mile, honey. So close. Yeah, guys. It's hard sometimes to do a video every day because there's not always, I guess, not everybody's down with just showing up in the goat barn, and it shows in the views. If there's nothing really exciting happening, I get about 1,200 views, and you know, if anything crazy happens, we go you know, 3,000, 3,500 views on a video, and I'm okay with that. You have to know when you shoot a video every day, it's not always just going to be exciting. And sometimes it's just me standing here pointing at goats. There's a cat over there balancing perfectly on the side of a pail. She's not even got her head in there. Sometimes it's just me yelling at the goats like they're kindergarten class. Well, they don't want you in their space, Mississippi. Cookie, you better, Cooker, don't be mean. You're so mean here lately. Go protect your child. I don't even know which one's yours anymore. I literally, it's so far from me. I'm pretty sure it's Mississippi. Mississippi. Girl, you big. You got another month plus. Good night. All right, so as I was trying to say, sometimes it's hard to bring content every day. Not everything's going to be interesting. So I appreciate every single one of you that show up every day. Every day. You want to know something? The 6 cents of a goat. That food dish right there by that bowl. That food dish by that bowl right there, that was licorice's. And I bleached that thing and scrubbed it. And I left it set in the sun for a few days. And I brought it back in the barn. It didn't smell like bleach. Maybe to me. Chickens are making a fuss up there. But not a single goat in this entire barn would eat out of that dish. So I chunked it. So now I gotta go buy another one, but that's fine. It's just a weird thing. Okay, that's the... Good night. Oh, yeah. All right, this is me just being stupid and dragging this out now. So, that is all. I got to go make a bazillion pounds of soap because I've been struggling this week. Every day, I feel better every day, but every night, I just run down into the ground, and I'm just like, oof, I don't know. I was eating dinner last night, and I ate about half of it maybe, and I'm like, I just can't, and so I didn't finish dinner, and I just sat on the couch in a big lump of laziness and just drained of everything. So it is what it is. We'll get back to full status, get this done. I don't know what I'm gonna get done. I gotta get the fence done. And love on some goats, and she's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. You don't give me another gizmo? Oh, speaking of Gizmo and Gizmo's owner, Miss Lisa, the fam from another state. Lilo had babies. And here's a picture of Lilo's baby. And he is handsome. And his name is Cliff Clifton. Hanging from a cliff. No, that's not his full name, just Cliff Clifton. And he is absolutely beautiful. And Lilo was having some struggles, and it got snapped to cold, and Lisa was like, y'all live in the house now. That, I cannot tell you just the people that I have found, or that have found me through this, that make it so incredibly easy to sell your goats to them, because it's literally that kind of love that people give the goats that just makes it easy to sell goats in the spring. I don't like when I meet new people and I don't know how they're going to treat their goats and if they're going to be well cared for. But anyway, that's amazing. And now she has created her own little babies, and he is just absolutely adorable. So thank you for giving him the love and all the babies you got from us. So much love. And I guess that's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow.